So I just want to come on here real quick, seriously, because I'm at the point now I don't even want to get on here with y'all. Some people, they just get on my nerves, and I'm at that point where I don't even want to be on here. The stuff that I get on this YouTube and talk about is a book. So instead of me wasting an hour or so on here trying to encourage people and push people, I'm gonna put it in a book and you can pay for it. That's what I'm saying. But the people that really need the ministry that God has in me, I'm gonna keep going as far as coming on here. But I'm not gonna come on here and just give y'all all my energy and time for people just to come in the comments and try to come for me. You know what I'm saying? And stuff like that. Get mad because I'm answering the phone if my phone ring. If my phone ring, first of all, if I was on here with you early in the morning, like 5 in the morning, 4 in the morning, when I get up, then my phone won't ring. Then I give you 2 or 3 minutes, just upload a video like I used to do. Also, I get on here and give y'all all my time. You already know, if my phone ring, I'm answering it, especially if it's, my family or dealing with my business. I used to try to put my phone on silent and miss calls that were very important. I'm not doing that. So let me make this clear. If you got a problem with me, if I distract you so much, now if I was at church, that's different. This ain't church, even though it is for some people. If you got a problem with me answering my phone that distract you so bad, well, you so disturbed, get off of here. Please do that for me. Because I was talking to my sister yesterday. I said, y'all sit on this YouTube watching people walk to the store, watching people talk about all kind of nasty stuff, and people go through the store, walk to the store, answer their phone, do this, do that, and you'll watch them all day long with no problem. I'm on here trying to encourage you. You got a problem with me. That's why I don't do people. That's why. But I got to do what I'm here for Jesus, and that's what I just got to keep that focus. And boom. And here's another thing. God don't be telling me to get on here like this. So I'm finna stop. But I'm going to say this, and I just want to encourage you. And what is this title of this video? Don't give up on you. So I was talking to Greg, and I was showing him some pictures from the children's book that we working on. And it's called Joy and the Little Blue Hat. And it's going to be Joy series about different things that happened in my childhood, and they're going to grow up with me. The kids going to grow up with me in my children's books, and it's going to deal with different topics that I faced as a little girl and coming up as a woman. Now, it's called Joy and the Little Blue Hat, and the subtitle is Overcoming Insecurities. Now, I shared with y'all a long time ago before about the little blue hat, and I'm going somewhere with this. For real. So what the situation is, when I was a little girl, my hair was short. And I guess I didn't even recognize it at first. I was in a kindergarten. And my sisters, the twins, Judy wasn't born yet, because I was in the kindergarten. So twins ponytails, they hung long. They had beautiful, beautiful hair and curly hair like my daddy. And Pinky and Cat had that same kind of hair too. They're just that pretty, beautiful hair. But I ain't get that. So my ponytails was short. I guess they must have been puffy. I don't know. So I looked in the mirror. I was so happy because it was picture day. I was so excited. Yay! I was in kindergarten. And let me see. Let me show y'all the picture if y'all can see it. Because I was just showing it to Greg, so it should be right there. Well, you know what? I'm going to show it to you. I think it's in here real quick. I showed it before on here, but I'm going to show it again, okay? Here it go. So here's the picture, y'all. See? So anyway, what had happened was, my mama got through with my hair, and I goes and look in the mirror, and I'm in the kindergarten, so I was a little bitty old thing. I said, "What is this?" And my mama, she's so sweet. You know, my mama is a real sweet person, but don't push her buttons. And I said, and she said, Joy, you know, I know I shocked my mom because and she said, Joy. I said, I said, I want my hair like the twins, because they hair hung in pretty ponytails. And she said, but Joy, ain't nothing I can do. I said, well, if ain't nothing you can do, I'm wearing my hat today. And so I was so mad at her. So I went to school and the Santa Claus said, I gotta make sure I get much. You know, like I told y'all, I'm losing a few pounds. My clothes is a little bigger on me. And don't put in my comments nothing about nothing. Don't come for me. Okay. Anyway, because you mess with me, you mess with Jesus. So God don't play with me. That's on you. So I don't worry about. I mean, sometimes it bothers me, certain things. You know what I'm saying? Like if I'm giving my all, you still find fault. I just block them people. But anyway, so I goes to school and it was my turn to take my picture. Santa Claus said, he looked at me, he said, you gonna take your head off, little girl? And I said, no. And I didn't. I meant that. So after we took our pictures, I went back to class. And then I just was so discouraged. Man, I remember that like it was yesterday. Man, and I'm looking around, and my cousin was in the class too. Her name Lolita. And so I was looking at her hair. Her ponytails was long. And the other girls, their hair was so long and pretty, and my hair short and ugly. That's how I felt. And I was thinking, oh, ain't no boys gonna like me. That was the devil already planting insecurity in me. But guess what? While I'm sitting there looking cockeyed and crazy, here they come to the class. Joy? I said, yes. Come with me. We're taking you to the second grade because you're too smart to be in this class. So while I'm sitting there being distracted by my hair, I was so smart. Like school wasn't anything to me. Just like my kids. They be doing the thing, baby. On the roll and everything. But it was effortless for me. Like no studying anything. God just gave me that gift. So then when we got kicked out of that school because we was going to school under my cousin's address, Lolita, the one that was in the class, under their address, and my brother had a fight. My brother was always fighting. And they kicked us out of school. Matter of fact, I need to put Rob in that book. I just put the twins because I was comparing our hair. I need to put Sonya and Rob in that book, but I'll bring them on the next one is called Overcoming Fear. So I'll put them in the next one. But I really need to put my brother and sister in that book. But I'll put them in the next one. Anyway, so we got kicked out. We went to a different school. The people had to test me again. And when they tested me this time, guess where I went? I didn't go to the second grade. I went to the fourth. Now, I'm still kindergarten status age, but I'm in the fourth grade. Go figure. Then we moved into our home that we grew up in. And my mama looked at them people and said, I'm not doing this to my daughter no more. She's not taking no more tests. Put her back. By that time, put her back, and they put me back in the second. And from that point on, I gave up. I literally said, I'm not doing nothing. And from that point on, I gave up. I just gave up. And my whole life from second grade until I got reborn again, and when I was 25, and even all the way up, literally, really until now. But what happened was God started unfolding me. When I started fasting, he started unfolding me Like he's like literally, because I had given up on joy. You understand? Like I didn't fight for me. I didn't fight for myself. I didn't fight to believe in myself. You know what I'm saying? I just said, forget it. And from that point, I start running from me. I start running from the greatness that God had created when he created me. And I lost myself. And from that point on, nothing but fear overtook me. Rejection. I was so afraid. What if I succeed? Then the devil started telling me, if you do that, literally, this is what he would say to me. If you do that, like if I do the music, if I do this, if I do that, he would say to me, I mean, this is what he would say. If I did that, then what's the point? You're going to die anyway. So why waste your time doing stuff? So I lived like that. So I didn't do nothing to better me. Nothing. You know, I never focused on anything for real. I never gave my all to nothing. And nobody never knew. Nobody. Because, you just go along with your day and do, be the wife, be the mama, handle this, handle that. But, it takes God to set you down and have a conversation with you. And tell you and start not just, I'm talking about literally unfolding you to you. Because he already know everything that he has. And I keep talking about this word, invested. He already knows that he invested his life into you. So the least thing you can do is believe in yourself. Like, you don't have to feel bad if you don't have to feel bad for being the best you can be, for reading and studying it and getting in that Bible and finding Jesus. Like, chase him. Like, pursue him. Shut people out and go for God. You know, brand you and be a brand new you. And what I mean by that is be your brand. You are your brand. Brand you and be a brand new you. You understand? Let God unfold you to you. Like, go before the throne. I can just see myself, as an adult in my mama room, in my daddy room, sitting on the couch. My daddy's sitting on the bed and he talking. And everything my daddy said was to help us. I mean, he didn't want us to make the mistakes he made. And I'm thinking about God going into him and just sitting down and spending time with him and talking to him, because he know all the answers. He's so loving. The harder Satan works on you, the harder God is going for you. And that devil don't want you to get there. So, in my 40s, I decided to get my butt somewhere and sit down on these jobs. Stop running. So I gave the first job a year. I had to break that cycle of giving up and running from me. Then the second and responsibility. I mean, I took care of my main responsibility, but developing me is my job. Solomon was the wisest man in the world, and that man was the man he studied the most. So don't ever be afraid to always be a student. Always. Don't never get on a level and think you know everything, because that's not success. That's not success. You always have to be a student, because when the student is ready, the teacher literally shows up. But if you always never ready because you always the teacher, then who gonna show up? Nobody but you. And you can't teach yourself on this new level. You got to be taught by somebody that's smarter than you. But anyway, so, God, everywhere. So he started putting me even at like everywhere I went, mostly I was by myself. I didn't want to work with people. They troublemakers, a mess. So I said, God, I want to work by myself. He put me on the overnights, which was perfect for me because I needed overnight jobs so I could be available for my kids in the daytime. Like I said before, ain't nobody gonna tell me I can't leave and go get my kids or go take them to the doctor if they have an appointment or be there if something happens to them at school. No, nobody. So I would sacrifice my nights, and that meant I was by myself with my clients or whatever. Because he wanted to develop me. He wanted to teach me how to write my books. He wanted to teach me how to do administration. He wanted to teach me how to do payroll. He wanted to teach me he wanted to teach me how to be a Joseph and do it excellent like Daniel. He didn't want me to run from that. He wanted to train me himself so that he can wake up that little girl that was a kindergartner who gave up on herself. And so when you give up on yourself, you make unwise decisions. If you think you're not good enough, you settle. Yes, you do. So that's why I was just giving myself away, like I said in my song, and to those old low life scrubs. So y'all ain't ready for my music, because hey, I'm just gonna tell you my story. Giving myself away to him because I didn't know who I was. See, I value who I am now. And not only that, I value God, and I value his Holy Spirit in me. And I gotta value it more. So I don't know. I don't want to just go meeting with nobody, kissing on somebody, giving myself away and ruin my relationship with God. And another thing I was thinking, uh, when I went in the basement, I unplugged them water hoses because the builders, they told me around August or so, when it's like before it get cold, unplug the water hoses, because if you don't and you turn those water hoses back on in the summertime, it can bust your pipes. So while I was down, I went outside and I unplugged them water hoses, and I put the water hoses in the garage. And I'm just going next year I'm going to invest in a irrigation system. I'm just because my grass needs, more care. So I'm just going to get that system. And but anyway, so I bet you if I did that, that's a distraction to you. Get off the page. Anyway, you know, so I went in the basement to make sure when I just wanted to check the basement. And so when I was down there, I said I was gonna do a video call. It's different when God puts you somewhere temporarily or when he kick you out. And I thought about that in the basement, and I said, God, don't kick me out because of sin. I don't want to be kicked out because of sin. And people can say what they want to say. Yes, God loves us. Yes, God has grace. People, I'm not finna debate on you, once saved, always saved. I'm not finna debate with you on that. Because if that was the truth, then why would it be called apostate? Apostasy. Go look it up. Go Google it and see what apostasy means. That was somebody that was once with the Lord and they walked away from him. That's apostasy. They just flat out denied him. Don't want. So what? So it's not once saved, always saved. But a lot of people feel like that. That's on you. Google it. And then you get in the Bible and see what the scriptures on that is. I'm not just making up stuff, okay? God has dealt with me on a lot of things. I've been saved since I was 25. I'll be 50, so it's my Jubilee coming up in January. The Lord the one told me that. He said Jubilee. I'm like, what does that mean? I don't know nothing. Tell me what is. And he told me you'll be saved for 25 years in January. So of course he had to teach me so much because he, walked through a lot. Told you I was in the wilderness for 40 years. That's why I don't got time for foolishness. But I'm not finna let y'all cause me to miss more of the promised land like Moses did. No, I shut you down first. I preach on the corner. Because I'm not going to stop preaching. I just get on the corner. Sure will. God knows I will. Anyway, and I was thinking about, now, was that a distraction for you? How about that? Anyway, so what? I don't care how you feel about me, because y'all gone. And I'm talking to the ones that I need to be talking to. But guess what? I don't know how I'm talking to them when I blocked them. But believe me, they'll create another page. Anyway, y'all. Sin will get you kicked out of your blessings. It's a difference when God put you somewhere temporary and then move you ahead, like he did Jacob and them. But it's a difference when you get the sinning and stuff and get kicked out of the empire. Look at Adam and Eve. Like even with Elijah, God didn't kick Elijah out. He ran. God didn't kick Joseph out. His brothers thrust him out. And God used that to usher him into greatness. So God got a plan for everything, but sin gets you kicked out of the garden. I don't want to be put out because of sin. People don't want to hear this. They want to feel like, no, this not it. You can believe whatever you want to believe. All I can do is teach you what God taught me through failure, through studying, through everything. It don't matter, circumstances. But I learned. Now I'm here trying to tell you. So with that being said, believe in yourself, and I'm going to show you a picture of the twins. They hair so pretty. Here go the twins. Jane and Jeanette. See how they hair was long and my little ponytails was short. That was their birthday. My baby sisters. Here go my brother Rob right here. Right there with the big old smile. That's him. And then you see in the back, right back him, that's my sister Sonya back there. You can barely see her. Yeah, I have to put Sonya and Rob in that book. That's my brother. And here go another picture of my daddy. Was that a distraction? That wasn't planned. So here go Greg and Joseph when Joseph was a baby. Here go me and my mama and Janet Jeanette. Now, me, my mom, and Judy are one of the twins. That's our house that's the house we grew up in, where my daddy died when we lived in that house. See? That was me at the end. You could tell that's me. And that's Judy in the middle. And one of the twins, I think that's Jeanette, and that's my mama. So anyway, I'm going to get off of here. I just want to, just encourage you, because, stuff that I find out about me, it's I'm falling in love with God, and embracing his being in love, him being in love with me, as he unfold me to me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna get this weight off of me, and I'm gonna monetize and capitalize on this business that God gave me, this health and wellness business and ministry. And I'm going to be the best joy I can be. And when somebody starts saying, "Oh, you changing," isn't that the point? I'm not trying to look like this forever. So don't even, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just going to go where God's taking me. And I'm so grateful that he not dependent on y'all for me to get there. And here's the thing. This is for God. It's for you, Lord. It's all for you. Like, you got, I know that. So let me do this for you. Like I said, it hurt my feelings. It really did hurt my feelings, with the situation when I asked if anybody wanted to support my mom, and the few people that did. When you act like you love me so much, and I understand some people don't have it, but I don't know, never want to make nobody feel guilty about sewing to my mom. That hurt my feelings. Then it hurt my feelings yesterday when I talked to my sister. It hurt me so bad. I felt like my heart was coming out of my chest. Because when I was talking to her and I was telling her what somebody said about me answering my phone is a distraction, and I already explained to the people why I answer my phone. So when my sister said, it is. And I'm thinking to myself, you're supposed to have my back. Like, and that just hurt me so bad. And it just made me say, you know what? Let me get back in my shell, pull back away from people. And I'm done with that. I'm done with it. I love my little sister. I do. And she watches my videos, but like I told her, don't watch them. Because, no, they can watch Super Scent with her cussing all day and talk about what she do with a man with her mouth all day. But then, and they can go watch all this stuff, these people, but then I can't answer my phone. And I got a business. And I'm spending all this time on her with you. Bye, Felicia. That's how I feel. So I felt betrayed by my sister when she said that, because my situation. I spend more time with y'all than anybody, even God. And you find fault in everything I do. So guess what? Telling you, I know how to get a pull away. And these things I be teaching you, ebook. So ebook. So I don't have to get on here and give you all this. This is a book. I don't have to waste my time doing this with you. My phone beep, you got a problem. Phone call, you got a problem. So I'm just going to pull back. And I'm finna start writing my books. I'm finna start spending more of that time with the Lord. And God is good. Because God is not going to put me in a place where these people don't appreciate me anyway. He took me from churches because of that. So why would he take me from this? Then, I'm putting on my mantle. You're not going to be able to get close to me. I'm not going to be accessible to y'all like that no more. No, I'm not. And the ones that really love me, and the ones that God really sent for me to be a blessing to, and you really appreciate my ministry, God got us connected. So all that's going to work out. All of it. But I'm talking about me giving more than I have to. 5-minute video, 3-minute video, 2-minute video. Baby, I can go there in 1 minute. The thing is, I'm trying to give you so much because it got people on here pulling on me. Virtue, they pulling virtue. And I feel it. When I get off YouTube, I be so drained. But I still try to come and help. So the ones that God is connected to me, Lord, please bless them. And bless them to be able to eat off the table that you set for me to feed them, Jesus. And the other ones, bless them to starve. To not even, like, listen to me, they can't, it don't do nothing for them till they have to leave. That's how I feel. Don't eat off this table while you waiting for an opportunity to sabotage, try to sabotage me. I don't care what you think about me. I'm just telling you. And Lord knows I don't like to hurt nobody's feelings. And Lord knows I don't be hurt for long. Because I'm still going to do it. I'm not putting down my microphone because you don't like me. I did that too many times. Shut down conferences. Did that. People pleasing. Before I be a people pleaser, you bet I already got delivered from that. Already got delivered from that. Now it's 8:12. One person definitely probably would call me this early, but not this person. Because, and I'm not answering the phone because I don't want to. Not because of you. So don't get it twisted. I'm going to call back one person, but I'm not calling back the other person right now because I don't want to. So like I said, I'm done. Y'all see the difference. You will see the difference. Like I said, the people that God got in my life, I love you. And I'm not pulling back from you or taking anything from you. I'm just going to get this thing structured right. That's all. Because I don't be around people anyway, because a lot of people I don't like. I just don't. When you come for me, I'm done with you. I can love you, but no, get out of my space. Like that one girl who talked to me that video talking about God told her lying on God. She sent me a video back telling me, I'm sorry, Miss Joy. That was the devil talking to me. Of course it was. Because I'm not going down with you. All you showing me is I'm about to be elevated. That's all. Like somebody gonna post yesterday, I need to get Greg an appointment and put Greg and pay up the rent. My mortgage is $5,300. You do it. And not only that, that's a grown man. Well, he got a job. But if I didn't have nowhere to go and he let me stay here, it'd be okay. So go on with your mess. Like I said, stuff I share with y'all, I don't have to. So anyway, I'm finna go. I love y'all. Have a blessed day.